Buddy, and welcome to the Learn Dota 2 League Season 16, Week 7. That's it, baby. Last week of the group stage, and we still don't actually have a ticket yet. Today, we're taking a look at Cranberry Sprite taking on pvcpipe. Of course, coming off of what might be the biggest upset this entire season, maybe in a long time. I think the last time we've had an upset of that size, perhaps, is, when the Lone Sniper Theory team in Season 13 just suddenly gave that black eye to MK Ulti at the top of the card. Except this time the shoe's on the other foot because this time
it's a regular season game.
Yeah, well, I mean it is a regular season game, but it's still pretty sizable, yeah.
Radiant team, dire team pick.
Bands come out really fast here. Witch Doctor. The Viper ban in particular is very interesting. I don't think you would do that in a normal situation. Anyway, with me here today, of course, is the Doctor of Dota, Randy.
Yes.
Shoutouts to Gotham. And the former perpetrator of 9/11, DaBush.
What's up?
Bitlord coming out here.
Okay.
Sad King Beastmaster Band.
I think the Sand King Beastmaster bands make sense. Algo and
probably.
Cranberry both can flex
Witch
on those.
Doctor countered instantly. You hate to see it.
You know, the interesting thing about the bands there is I was talking last week about this Cranberry Sprite team. For the first couple of weeks this season, Undying coming up, for the first couple of weeks this season, there were a lot of these games where Cranberry Sprite had the opportunity to go with the Sand King and just chose not to do it.
10 seconds remaining.
Like, they'd either have plenty of time before the ban comes out, or sometimes it just never comes out at all. They actually let it on the sidelines anyway, but in the second half of the season, notably, every time it's been, like, on the board, they've ran it in the first phase, which is an interesting dichotomy. Speaking of running it in the first phase, you have Slark.
Slark first phase. Right.
Slark first phase is very brave, and I already kind of don't like this as a Slark game. I know people think that Slark is really good into Bitlord, but I don't know if I actually like the matchup that much.
I think it just comes down to what lanes it ends up being. If it's Witch Doctor with Slark, which it should be, then it's not that bad. Witch Doctor can beat the crap out of those two heroes. But if it's not Witch Doctor, if Witch Doctor's pause 4, Slark pause 1, then they need to put him with something like stronger Phoenix, something like that. Something that can get rid of the tankiness.
Yeah, they need to get rid of the tankiness. You don't necessarily know. In fact, I would assume that Undying is probably a pause 5 rather than pause 4 in this match. You don't necessarily know what the Underlord's going to be with, and at any rate, if Bitlord just goes all in on Bitlord Gaming and his Q, it's like a hard life for Slark for a long time in the lane phase. Like, he already does, a very modest auto attack, which is to say, it doesn't do all that much damage. It sure,
Well, I mean,
it
the
sure
thing
sucks.
Slark into tanky heroes is like a double-edged sword, right? Because he can just sit him and like
Right.
mitigate the damage loss eventually, unless he's getting nukes. So if they don't pick anything that can nuke him, it's actually a good matchup in Underlord.
I think I don't like Slark first phase though, because they can easily just pick something that would work into it. Yeah, like they banned Radiant here banned Sniper, Drow, CK, all going into Slark, which could be strong into Slark, but there's still a lot more options. You can still pick something that could easily burst him mid lane even, and then he's just kind of, not that useful early mid game. Yeah.
And when you're not talking about necessarily Slark getting to have the free shot of the Bitlord, the Pit of Malice doesn't care about your ult, the Q doesn't care about your ult, the E doesn't care about your ult. Nothing this guy has actually is something that he can easily either purge off or ignore through use of his ults. That's kind of annoying. You have to be able to...
through his Q, but yeah, the other two.
I mean, you regen through his Q. The problem is that the Q still does like ramp up damage over time. You don't want to lose all of the free regen you get in his ult just getting firestormed on your head. Especially not when you also have Slark, or not Slark, with the Undying there with the potential to get the Strength Steal out. And especially not when you have the Nyx Assassin.
That is a bursting hero, so there you go.
You want to talk about a good nuke? You want to talk about something that gets rid of this Slark, gets rid of the Witch Doctor pretty easily? This Neek's Assassin could definitely be your guy.
10 seconds remaining.
I see Dire banning out basically all of Cranberry's heroes so far.
Bully
And
the
they're
portal
basically-
lad.
Yeah, exactly. They're trying to deny it. They're really trying to deny Cranberry his pick here, but I don't think it matters as much because what happens here is since they banned the SK, Otto's not going to be able to pick it, obviously. He'll think of something that's going to work against these 3 heroes that's already been picked.
Well,
Or if they even hold out on the pick until, like, last pick for Otto, he's going to be able to counter 4, and then Slark has an easier game. Slark just kind of sits back, Otto goes in, mitigates whatever he can, Slark runs in, ulti, whatever, and then slowly the damage doesn't matter anymore. But
you
if
say
Underlord has a
that.
good lane, yeah.
But the real politic is that when Otto von Bismarck so far this season has had Sand King banned out, usually his response is to run something like Jakiro mid. So
That
you
is
know.
true. But Jakiro honestly works here, so that's why he's been running it. Jakiro can definitely work here. Not against the Knicks necessarily, but
No,
it's
Jakiro
great
super
against
sucks
Underlord
here.
and Dying. Yeah.
What do you mean great against Underlord Undying? Pitlord buys 1 item and you've got nothing to do with the whole
10
game.
seconds
Well,
remaining.
Jakiro mid works because he can gank at level 6 when Underlord's still level 4, and then it becomes a whole thing. And also they picked Tide here for Cranberry. That's the one hero that Dire did not ban out. Tide, I think, is Snapfire in the pool? Snapfire's still in the pool.
Snapfire
a
is still in the
Snapfire-
pool.
A Snapfire pick on Radiant would be game-winning right now. It counters the fuck out of this Undying and really, really beats up this Nixon on
Yeah,
Underlord too.
I'm actually shocked it's not
Snapfire
banned.
is really, really good. If Dire doesn't pick it and doesn't ban it, Radiant wins this game. But we'll see how this goes. There's a chance that Dire just picks it straight up right here. Because they need
Literally-
they need a
be
mid and
insane.
a 1.
Team back.
They
Yeah.
should pick... Okay, that's their 1. Ursa's good against Slark and Tidehunter, I want to say.
Oh yeah,
Not
Ursa.
necessarily against Slark.
No, Ursa is super good against. It's like one of the worst matchups in the entire game. You cannot lane against this guy at all. They're gonna have
The
to lane
laning,
swap or do something
definitely,
about that.
yeah. But
And even
Slark
when you
can
get into
definitely beat
the-
Ursa later game.
10
Even when you get into the
seconds
open
remaining.
game, the problem with Tidehunter is, you know, you can easily kind of, unless Tide is literally right on top of your head, and usually he shouldn't be allowed to do that, frankly. You can just ult through his ult, and it stuns you for a half second. Fuck, sometimes you can just run away from the thing. It is horrible.
I really do like the Ursa pick here. It beats Hoodwink really fast, you 2-shot her. It beats Tidehunter, you 2-shot him. Wish Doctor has to use everything he has on Ursa, who just ulties, and then Wish Doctor's useless anyways. So it's like,
Yep.
it's pretty good.
And of
There's
course,
a Jakiro ban on Radiant.
you look in context as well, and it's also got a lot of strength in that capacity. Like, you have the I don't know why they banned Jakiro here, unless PVC's gonna take a note out of his playbook and send a Jakiro mid.
They're
Be very
so
surprised
they're-
with Slizzy Nix.
Yeah, so they're banning supports on Radiant. I think it's because they think that Dire already has alert cores. So I think they would think that Nyx is either pause 4, Undying pause 5. In that case, they just think those 2 heroes are strong against them, which that's true. Shadow Demon does beat up Slark and Tide pretty well. Jakiro as well. Now, they
They
should
did
pick
let
a
the
snap
snap
here.
through.
They really, really should pick a snap here. I think snap is amazing. Even Ursa isn't that big of a problem because you just cookie away, you get a rod. Ursa has to use everything he has to chase you. It's pretty good.
Yeah, the biggest
if
problem
not-
Snap has is that Neek's Assassin like makes her an eighth
Yeah.
of a hero.
To be fair, Nyx counters literally any I
To
really
be
don't
fair,
like
Neek's
Nyx,
counters literally everybody on the Radiant
Yes,
team so far,
exactly.
actually.
and counters anybody that they could pick. So
Naga.
no, that's okay. Well, they're
That's
going Naga
anti-crit.
Siren. Here's the thing: the Legion is still in the pool. I think LC mid is pretty amazing here. If that's a Naga mid,
I don't
it's a
think
Hoodwink
Slizzy
mid,
plays
right?
that though.
Slizzy doesn't play that. That's unlucky to them. Yeah, no, it's
This is
Slark
super
mid.
greedy.
This is Slark mid, Naga 1.
Yeah.
Otto's playing Slark, definitely.
Yep.
So now that they know this, Dire should pick something that destroys Slark mid lane. Hopefully, maybe like a Zeus, you know, something that just bursts the crap out of him, doesn't let him lane, doesn't let him play early game mid lane. I think Snap, Snap could work too, but I don't really know.
Yeah, you don't really have the amount of control you really want to
Yeah.
run the snap necessarily.
They
I
need
don't
they
like
need
it that
something
much
that's
into
like,
the Slark either way.
they're really tanky. They need something like Zeus. They need a magic burst here. They do not have that.
Yeah, Zeus
They
would
have
be
Nyx,
really
but
good.
Nyx only does it to one hero, and honestly, Nyx can only catch out the Hoodwink and Wish Doctor this game. The other 3 heroes don't die to him in time. Zeus is amazing. Zeus beats out Slark, and then Zeus can harass Naga, Hoodwink, and Tide all from afar. You can also, if you really, really want to, you can go Zeus right-click build. You can go Magic early, and then right-click build later.
Or you could go
OD
OD,
is
which is
great
what
too. I like
he's
OD
been
as well,
doing
personally.
most games when he's
Yeah.
had the option. This is a really rough-looking Slark game, I gotta say.
Really
For
rough
assuming
for
that
this
Slark's going to be more or less the win condition, and Coffee Cat is going to be in his usual role of basically being an escort fighter. Really rough-looking Slark game. During ults, he's got to contend with what Pitlord is doing to him. He has the Neek's Assassin Stun, which can go through his ult. The Yodi can save people that he's leashed onto, or just put him in jail if he's leashed somebody and is not in the smoke cloud or BKB'd at the time. So on and so forth. It's, and there's not really a lot he can do about, like, any of those things. If he gets a fair fight with Ursa towards the end of the game, if he gets a nice 1v1 with Ursa late on, then he should have no real trouble with that, but I feel like context favors the Dire a hell of a lot more than it favors the Radiant in this game. Feels like they pretty much got the Tidehunter ult, the Naga Song, and the Hoodwink Break, and they're just, like, outside of that, that's really pretty much all they've got. And
So yeah, you're right. I do believe that bottom lane for top lane for Dire, the Ursa plus Undying into the Tidehunter Hoodwink. I think Ursa plus Undying wins that. I believe Tide has no strength.
yeah, no,
That means that there's an auto.
the Radiant has to switch lane. Like, they cannot run the Tidehunter into Ursa. Even in, like, an ideal situation, Tidehunter into Ursa usually just, like, feeds, basically. It is, like, an ungodly bad matchup. And this ain't one of those good days. This is a bad day. Bad day for these guys. Good luck, have fun. I think they need to, pause, is what they need to do. I think what they need to do is probably switch out the lanes and basically just hope to Jesus Christ above that the PvC team just takes that on the chin and doesn't do anything about that.
I mean, it's kind of bad either way, right? Because you're sending Naga against Ursa, and it's not ideal.
Yeah, that's not any better realistically, but I mean, at least Naga versus Ursa can, like, kind of almost sort of play the game. Vaguely. Especially with the Witch Doctor, you know, the Witch Doctor, pretty good at kiting.
I think what they're ultimately going to do is just send Naga bot.
See you later, nerds.
That sucks for them. It's gonna be hard for
That sucks
Cranberry
for
to
Titan,
adjust. Yeah.
but,
No, I think it
not
sucks
going-
for the team because, like, if Ty just gets completely, like, beaten down, basically one of the biggest things that they have going for them in this game is the potential what Tidehunter is going to be able to do, especially with the Ravage. He's really going to want to be, you know, tanky. He's going to want to be in some position to kite people, and he's going to want to be able to. Okay, Cranberry. He's going to want to be able to do something, you know? If Tidehunter doesn't have a game, that means that for the first 15-20 minutes, Dire has all the team fight they want. Like, they can just go on anyone, go anywhere, basically. And not really, there's, like, not really any control, because... I mean, let's just call a spade for starters. Without the Tidehunter, what do you do to the Ursa? You just have Hoodwink throw the net on him and hope he didn't hit R in that time, right? Like...
Voice chat wheel line.
I think so I do believe that. Yeah, it looks like so. This is a mid lane. Is this a pause?
It's a mid.
What is this pause? No, what is this OD?
Mid Slarg, mid OD.
Mid Slark, mid OD. Okay, so then it's gonna be a Nyx going bottom with the Underlord. Yep. Okay, so that looks about right. And then there's a Naga 1, Wish Doctor 5. Yeah. Okay, so these are the lanes. OD versus Slark. That lane is gonna be tough. I think for Slark, very very tough. You can't really get any hits in. If you go for a range creep, you get astraled. Just in general, it's just a hard. I think it's a hard lane for Slark.
Yeah, I think
Maybe with
it's
some
gonna be 3 hard
ganks he can
lanes.
make it work. Yeah, but I think so. I do think that Radiant has better ganking from their supports, much better ganking from their supports. Undying can't really hit anything if he tries to gank. Maybe a Tombstone, but that's still like taking waves from your mid laner, and it stays there for a while. And then Nyx can only come in at level 6, which is a little bit too late for a gank from the supports. And then Radiant has the Hoodwink Witch Doctor.
I think it's gonna be tough all 3 lanes. Like all 3 lanes, I think I favor the PVC lineup to win here. Like Naga has a better time against Pit Lord than most of the other illusion heroes, but not very much. They just wasted 2 wards on the
yeah, they
PVC lineup.
really did. They put a sentry here and then found the one over here. It's like they found the obs.
Well, they
So already OD's having a little bit of a tough lane with that.
Yeah, they put down the ward and they put down a second sentry to try and de-ward the one that Radiant put, but Hoodwink just net everybody, so they didn't get anything. At least they got 3 bounty runes, because everybody at on the Radiant was top.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, we'll see how this goes. It's daytime, so it's not that big of a problem with the wards.
True. Alright, now with that being said, I think it's time for everyone's favorite, their tri-laning top? What is this? Okay, no, never mind. Spaz just had to run by the secret store for some reason. Anyway, it's time for everyone's favorite part of the show, the roll call. For the Cranberry Sprite team, pause 1, you've got Coffee Cat on the Naga Siren. Pause 2, Otto von Bismarck on the Slark. Otto von Bislark. Pause 3, you've got Cranberry Sprite, captain of the team, on the Tidehunter. Pause 4, you've got Hoodwink being played by Holiday 1999. And pause 5, you've got Spaz as a Spaz, sponsored by the LD2L, actually outright. As Spaz on the Witch Doctor, and he's finally taken off his old Defense of the Flat Earther team logo there. Meanwhile, on the other side of the coin, on the PVC lineup, pause 1, you've got Godlike Matt on the Ursa. Pohoro is fine. Got one bailed her out there. Pause 1, you've got Godlike Matt on the Ursa. Pause 2, you've got Slizzy on the OD. Pause 3, you've got PVC Pipe Boomer on the Underlord, on the Pit Lord. Pause 4, you've got Reflesky on the Nyx Assassin. And pause 5, you've got Pohoro on the Undying, getting beaten up by a bunch of creeps here.
Yeah, I do believe that Matt needed a ranged support to be able to really dominate this lane. With the Undying, you can't really hit anything. It's like Undying can seal the strength, but he can't hit anything. He can't, like, control. So it's just, Matt's having a rough time.
Yeah, it's starting off rough. I think in the long run it's going to be fine. Like,
definitely, yeah.
Eventually, there's just going to be a point where Matt can just right-click the Cranberry Sprite and just get a kill, like, every time, and there's really nothing that Hoodwink can do about it except just delay the game for like a second and a half.
Matt's going to need the phase boots quickly, though, for that.
Yeah,
maybe,
I
want to say maybe just, yeah. Poe just needs to make some really good pulls. Keep the lane under, like, right in front of the tower.
Yeah, by level 4 or level 5, the Radiant offlane really means nothing to Ursa anymore. At least it should. I mean, hypothetically, the guy could throw. That is a possibility, but that's, or at least the way things should be. PVC and Spaz are going to meet each other in this little jungle camp here for some reason. And then they're just going to walk away. How odd.
Otto's already having to ship out salves for this lane. It's a little bit rough looking for him.
At the very least, OD doesn't have any mana or any regen, so you know there's that.
Oh, actually they're fighting a little bit mid lane. He's going to steal some stacks for that.
Yep.
He just needs as many stacks as he can get.
Slizzy is trying to start out with a Meteor Hammer here. Not a big surprise, but I think I would have liked to see some more sustainability for this lane. Getting, like, being as oppressive as possible towards Slark right now is a very large benefit, I think, in the long run. And Pohoro's gonna go down. Okay, goodbye.
I'm actually surprised with this Meteor Hammer pickup from the OD. Slark just purchased it, I believe, like instantly, so it's not the greatest. Yeah, I would rather go the right-click build on the OD here, and then just try and
tower divers, which I gotta say is pretty brave. It's gonna work.
Wow.
Okay, that should not be allowed to happen. I feel like.
Yeah, no, that should not be the case.
Matt has 700 gold. He can only buy boots so far. 4 minutes in, it's not looking too pretty.
Yeah, I hate to flame the guy out of the gate, but like he probably shouldn't die to Tide and Lannister, so like ever.
Well, it's like I was saying. It's just he doesn't have a range support with him. Makes it harder to be able to harass anything.
That's true, but
Until
I
you
mean,
get in the
why is
face
he
with
like
more
why is he like trying to pick a fight with him?
That's fair,
Just
that's
not
fair.
walking away
Yeah.
with his full magic wand that he didn't pop. Very odd. Maybe that was it. Like he was gonna pop the magic wand there and try to just kill him. It was like bait, but he forgot to pop the magic wand.
He's got like triple nuked.
Yeah.
Actually, they're gonna look for a kill top here with the tombstone as well. Nope, not gonna work.
Nope.
Yeah,
They
you
have no
can't,
stun. I don't think it's possible to kill the Sin.
you can't use
Well, they
tombstone
have
like
no
that.
stun. It's not going to be possible to get a kill on Tombstone, but like I promise you don't need a stun. All you need to do is just get phase boots, hit Q on Titan, and he dies.
I love seeing this
Like, look at this.
Flexi and Spaz bottom, just chasing him down.
Like this is
Oh,
the
Cranberry's getting low.
this is a real annoyance of being the Titan in this lane, and he's got to be careful for a really long time as well. Like so does
Matt is
though.
looking to jump right
He
now.
is- yeah, he
He's
is.
really itching for it. He's gonna get a kill here. Oh,
Nope,
no.
Holiday got that wand.
Holiday's got the one.
These wands are so frustrating.
Kill bottom. Reflexy got. Oh, and mid lane. Slizzy
Yeah.
actually killed the auto. Without the meteor hammer, he just straight up ulted him.
Yep.
Nice.
Just dropped it right on his head, knocked him out. Took a level advantage there, not much of one. I believe when he landed that ult, I believe he had just hit level 6 and Slark was very close to it, but no further luck. Holiday 1999 taking a spill here. Cranberry Sprite says, "What do I do?" and then determines, "Oh, go the other way."
Matt is actually getting quite low here. He still wants to keep harassing, but I
Yeah, he
mean,
needs to,
he's going
like-
for it. He's going all in. Cranberry's one
Nope,
shot.
never mind. He almost
Both
went
for
all in,
one.
but then he went all out at the last second. He realized Pohohoro is not here for him. Trying to
Slark
pull up
has
that
the
time.
sticks, so
Again,
he's
that-
gonna have a lot easier time.
I feel like this is something that's been happening a lot in this season, is like, the carry does something obviously with the idea that the support is going to follow up, and then the support is pulling at the time.
Yeah, it's just unlucky team coordination most of the time. Matt's low in the trees. If there's an anchor smash or a bushwhack here, I think Matt's just gone.
Anchor
Yeah.
smash!
Yep,
He's
dead.
dead. Okay.
Now, Undying's gonna be fine here.
Titan.
Undying could honestly think to turn on this Tide if he wanted to know. He could probably just strength steal and then OD's coming in.
Yeah,
And
Oh,
Nick.
he is coming.
This seems like a little bit of overkill. I'm not gonna lie.
a little
Holidays
bit,
trying
yeah.
to take them gates. They have no stun.
Yeah,
Cranberry's
he's
pretty happy with that, right? Like
He's pretty happy with
Yeah,
that.
no,
Slark
the-
gets free. Oh,
This should be a lane that never
Matt's
has to get
going
ganked.
mid.
They had to pull in a gank. And yeah, Matt's
actually,
taking over mid.
they probably switched lanes here. You know, you realize that Matt's not having a good time, and they decided to put him against the Slark. Yeah, that looks like that's what they're doing.
pvcpipe just got jumped on by the Holiday, who actually stayed at bot after coming through the twin gate there.
I think this Naga's having a decent game. Treads Wraith against 7 minutes. That's looking nice.
Shout out
You
to
know what?
Howler,
Pick up
who's
is nice.
come in chat just to flame the bush.
That's nice. OD's just not letting this Cranberry play.
Shout outs to
much
Looter, who
magic
is
damage.
in the stream chat, even though this is not like a stream snipe.
Nick's dead. No.
He's got a Lotus,
He's not.
so he should be fine. Maybe he has to remember that he has a Lotus, but he does have the Lotus, so he's good.
So Slizzy has this Meteor Hammer now, and it looks like it's actually going to work out really well for him, because he's going to be able to just harass the Cranberry, harass the tower, and then what can they do? They just lose their tower early. He's going to... Yeah, he's probably just going to farm with it, too.
Yeah, he's well beat the Tide Hunter to it.
Makes sense.
Even though Ursa thinks his lane was going really badly for him, he actually is still ahead of who he was laning against by quite a bit. Unfortunately for Slizzy, he still doesn't know
Yeah.
how to time that.
Yeah. I think he thinks it's the old Meteor Hammer.
Yeah, he's been doing that
Yeah.
like a lot of the season, is just trying to use the old Meteor Hammer timing.
I don't know the
Does
new
not
timing word either, so.
I think it's like right
Oh.
after S. Ursa
Otto and Matt
gets
are
Slark to
going
just-
at it here, yeah.
Ursa just gets Slark to ult very casually, which has got to be very annoying for Otto von Bismarck, who now has to stay out of vision for a minute to avoid an untimely death.
I mean, yeah, Ursa's gonna have a good time early game against Slark. Actually,
Oh, Sliz got one!
Ursa's gonna kill Slark here. He got
The
way too
Ravage got-
greedy.
The Ravage got
Yeah, Ravage is used. He
Enrage.
tried to surprise him with it, but he got enrage off like a 0.2 seconds beforehand, so he's fine, and then kills the Slark with it too.
Why did Matt get tipped?
Well, good play.
tipped
He used
for
enrage.
dodging Ravage, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, this top tower is gonna be in a lot of trouble with this Meteor Hammer.
Yeah, especially with OD just being able to put an individual in jail and just work on it.
I actually really like this lane swap they pulled midway through. The
Yeah, it's
OD
interesting.
and the Matt. It's working. Actually, OD's gonna get ganked here by 3, and he's
Yeah.
gonna turn. That turn is very, very shocking. He might still get out. Furry Fire? Nope, he does
Nope.
not want to use it.
Fourth
Oh, there's a
person
Wish
shows up.
Doctor anyways. Yes, Lizzie should not have turned there. It's okay though. Accidents happen.
Yeah, I don't think he realized Slark was there yet.
Yeah.
Husky almost getting killed by the Naga illusion. We'll say Naga's had a remarkably good lane. Probably better than it should have been realistically.
They're coming
Um,
close to Matt here. They look.
Oh.
Matt will look.
Also came in for that Hoodwink kill. 3. Actually, Ursa's gonna be picking up the Battle Fury this game. I like that. I definitely like that. You can outfarm Slark and you can beat the crap out of Naga at some point.
Well, here comes the Slark
Yeah.
for the Pit Lord here.
PVC's in a lot of PVC's not until those
uh,
ODs here.
Yeah,
Wish
this
Doctor's
is good,
1
and
HP.
he, like,
Oh, the ult!
There
Yeah.
we go.
it's very tragic.
Actually,
for
I think Otto can honestly die here. If he Astros himself, okay, or
Oh
that
my.
works too.
He's gonna Astral
Yeah,
Slark
Otto's
instead.
gone here.
It's dead.
No, Slizzy, don't walk back into them. No. Damn it. I think Ursa still kills.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Just gets
enough.
rid of that
Barely.
guy. Like I said, old Tide Hunter, it's so hard for Tide to have a game against Ursa.
Definitely.
It is just one of the worst matchups in all of Dota.
It
But now-
honestly, it's only worked like this just because they swapped the lanes. He was having Ursa was having a bad enough time in the early game that swap let him get the Morbid Mask and the Phase Boots, and now he can just beat the crap out of Tide. He has
Yeah.
enough life steal.
It is interesting. I'll be mean enough and flamey enough to say I don't think it should have been going as badly for Ursa as it was. I think there's
Definitely
just
not,
a lot
yeah.
of unfortunate decision making involved that brought him to that end, but
Yeah,
turning
this
it
is
around,
interesting.
no issue with that. Would agree on you there.
Nyx
Yeah,
has
lane
a
swap.
6 here, which is what I was waiting for. Now I'm excited to see some kills
Coffee
on
Cat
the
running
Wish
around at no
Doctor
HP.
and the Hoodwink.
Last time I was talking about Naga Siren, she was the top of the net worth chart. She's fallen to 3rd place since.
Well, it looks like she's laning on low HP, which is her downfall, and she's gonna be
Well,
fine here.
she's
but
not.
She really
she's
needs
not
not to
laning
die.
on low HP. She was in the GG jungle for like the last 5 or 6 minutes.
It's hard to do that when there's an
Says-
Underlord chasing you. Just everywhere you go.
Doctor.
Vanguard Underlord.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, Matt's having a good time. It's 12 minutes and a half, and he's already almost got his Battle Fury. He's halfway through.
Yep.
Which I think he's happy with.
Radiant's middle tower.
Tide
is
Hunter
under
only
attack.
just now brought in the Meteor Hammer. This is very,
Ravage.
very brave. Yeah, the Ravage got used, but the problem is
Cranberry's got no mana.
Meteor Hammer.
the Ravage got used, but he was just stunned for like exactly as long. Good ult there from Holiday.
Yeah, OD managed to find that Witch Doctor. I think OD can just... If he gets this... He has Blink. Yeah, there it is. Okay. That looks like it's a dead Oh, messed up the timing once again.
Oh my god, Slizzy. Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, he needs to get used to that. That's a big thing.
Dire's top tower has been denied.
That's what Matt was saying. That's my godlike Matt impression. Matt sees
Oh.
this Slark and immediately right-clicks to him.
Dire's middle
They're actually gonna go for this Slark.
And that was unfortunately
He actually
timed.
might land it. He did indeed
Oh,
land it, but there's
Naga
no
Siren
there with
comes in,
ulti.
yeah.
Song of the Siren. Very nice.
That's pretty
Naga
much what
isn't
Naga
ca-
seems to
yeah.
do here.
He's careful. He's careful.
Naga's pretty much role in this game, I think, unfortunately for Coffee Cat. It's just going to be sing when Slark's in trouble.
Yeah, I think Slark. What is Slark's build looking like? Okay, he's going the Echo Saber. I like that. That's fine.
He's quite behind at the moment, trailing all
Yeah, that
dire
is
cores.
Yeah, OD's already got this Meteor Hammer Blink, which it's really hard to play into that.
Yeah, and Godlike Matt is sitting on about 2,000 gold ahead of him right now, which is a kind of rough spot to be as a Slark against, well, really most anybody. He's one of those heroes where you want to keep your lead. You want to be able to bully whoever you want. You don't want to be
Gonna farm
restricted.
this gigantic stack here.
Yeah. You don't want to be restricted to only bullying the supports, which is kind of where Slark is right now. He's really not going to be much of a credible threat to anybody on this team at the moment, except for Undying, or if OD just lets himself run out of buttons at a bad time. OD taking out top T1. Cranberry Sprite gonna immediately drop the hammer right back on top T2. One good hammer deserves another. The OD and the Undying through the jungle here. They get spotted out by the wards.
Yes.
So he can't decide who he wants to go for. Decides Spaz is our man. Spaz ults for a femtosecond. Once again, the
Oh, he finds the Witch Doctor, but looks like OD's very, very dead.
once again the Ravage comes out, and once again you have the unfortunate scenario where the Ravage gets ruined because he gets stunned just as long through the duration of it. Slizzy does go down. That's a pretty good kill, but just immediately gets sunk in kind. Double kill for the Pit Lord.
That is not worth it, unfortunately, for this Radiant team.
Matt's farming, like, kind of just wasted your time and lost a bunch of people.
And lost Ravage for the next 2 minutes as well.
The fact that Matt has this Battle Fury and the Slark is barely pulling together an Echo Saber's not looking too nice. Naga does not have Monta yet. Yeah, it's looking tough for this Radiant team.
Yeah, Monta Siren, yeah.
Another ancient stack for Matt.
At this point, every time Slizzy gets even close to this Slark, he immediately has to start positioning himself defensively. He almost turned around, walked away from that stack. That's how defensively he's being here. They're trying to symbol in the triangle a little bit here. Looks like the Dire are assuming that the Radiant's about to engage into them, which is not the best assumption to make.
I think this, yeah, this next assassin is going to Dagon. I like that. I feel like he's got more value in these fights than he thinks. Because he can just one-shot this Hoodwink, this Witch Doctor, even the Slark if he gets strong enough. It's like, he's really, really strong. He just needs to,
yeah, if nothing else, him plus the OD should be able to get a nice credible kill. Oh no. Okay, good. They smoked and they started walking towards a Naga illusion, and I almost cried. But somebody immediately drew a line to the GG jungle, which is in fact where Naga is and has been for the last
But they're taking the
10,
fight under their
yeah.
2-2. They should be going all the way to the GG.
Weird.
Yeah. Looks like OD's gonna find him.
Yep.
But can he find which one's
gonna
real?
find him, and they
Nope,
got the
banished
wrong one.
Now there's 4 TPs coming in, straight up.
Yep, 4 TPs.
There's the Naga ulti to
Song
set
of
up.
Sirens going,
Siren.
yeah.
They actually do not have their Tidehunter here, because he has no Ravage. This
Yeah.
is still a hard fight for Radiant.
Yeah, Otto is
man.
gonna jump into this lineup. He's gonna lose.
Oh, the Meteor Hammer! Oh my god.
Spaz just gets killed trying to ult. Coffee Cat actually got knocked out in the back line.
No, Cranberry came in
Rush
way
for one.
too late.
That's really
This is
unfortunate,
not looking nice. So, if they get Slizzy, then it's not as horrible as it would be, but I don't even know if they get him here. They do.
They
Okay,
do.
that's nice.
So both of their cores got Meteor Hammered there. It's kind of unfortunate. And Slark didn't purchase.
Holiday should get out here.
Yeah. The Undying really needs to get another couple of levels. Having no Soul Rip is really killing him. There's so many fights where it feels like Soul Rip and somebody lives that didn't. Like even a level 1.
Yeah, I think Radiant really they overestimated what they could do there, because they went in when Ravage still had 9 seconds left on the cooldown, and Tidehunter waited until he had it to TP in. So that's why they just weren't able to do anything before both their cores died. If they waited maybe 3 seconds more, and then Tide TP'd in right then, they would have had that
Oh my
Ravage.
god, I
for
was
5 minutes.
Yeah.
dead.
Otto
No,
just got
that's just
completely
gone.
eaten while you were saying that. Ursa just knocked him out almost from full, and then Neeks came in from behind and, well, gave him a prostate exam. No better way to put it, unfortunately.
What Nick specializes in. Still no Dagon on this Nyx, actually. I think he
He should be
farmed
getting
that.
it pretty soon.
Hmm.
That was a pretty big kill he just got. Yeah, just 100 gold or so. Probably gets
Losing
it
his
from the
tier
T2 falling
2.
down here.
Losing this tier 2 bottom is really hurtful. But the Meteor Hammer, that's what it can do.
Yeah,
I
they
mean-
actually took down the T2 top. Hoodwink used her own Meteor Hammer to get that done.
Oh, that's actually... Never mind, I take that back. That's nice. That's a nice trade right there. Radiant needs something like that to happen. Now they have more space top to fight, because Dire does not have TPs there anymore. Or at least not easy ones. They have Outposts, which takes 7 seconds to teleport to.
Yep. They do have it on the OD, who already has travels.
True. Travels OD, very interesting.
OD
I would've gone for
immediately
the
went for the
treads.
travels.
I think treads can serve you better against this Slark. You just
Wait,
right-click him.
what are we saying? Of course they have an easy TP to top. They have Pit Lord on their team. He hasn't hit
That
that
is
button
true.
yet, but he has it on his
That is
keyboard. I
fair.
promise you.
Actually, Undying is
Undying.
gonna be fine here. Holiday used all this stuff on. Reflexy needs to get this kill here. Nice. Very,
Flexi
very
gets
nice.
that kill. Everybody always acts like they're so surprised by the Tidehunter Meteor Hammer. I'm telling you. Like everyone just kind of
Oh.
stays in his face.
Get the Nyx.
Oh
Crush
no.
him.
It's this one.
Thanks, what are you
Slizzy
doing?
has a shield rune.
Roche
Matt
is dying,
sold
by the way.
Roche.
Oh, Matt's about to come in here and just absolutely decimate them.
Oh
Matt's
god.
a
Oh,
very
no.
scary character to
Reflexy.
fight into.
Oh
Yeah,
my
this
god.
fight's
He's murdering
over.
everybody.
This fight's over.
Jesus.
Wow.
Matt's
Naga
just-
hit ult, then just
Good
died
one.
immediately.
Oh
Yeah, this.
Call it Vex.
I want to say
Yeah.
this game is done. I mean, Matt has an Aegis, level 16, Battle Fury, and with this fight, he now has an even more of a head start to his Basher and
Yeah, the
his
top-
other items.
Top level on Radiant is 13 for the record, so they are
Yeah.
trailing XP wise. The smart play to do here would be to take this, go top, take the Radiant's uphill area. The Dire don't know that Radiant has the Wisdom Rune here, but they know that. Let's see.
Oh,
They
he
know
is playing very
that,
dangerous.
that Radiant has the Tormentor. Would not be a bad idea for the PVC. Take the Pit Lord Express, make 1T1 top, get that out. Especially as Slark just TPing up there very casually.
You were definitely right. I think the correct play on Dire would be here to not get greedy. That's like the number one thing that's why I always see throws. But what they should be doing right now is all heading top all together.
And they
hitting
are
that
at
tier
least
1,
right-clicking up
taking the
there.
Wisdom Rune. Yeah, taking the Wisdom Rune, taking the enemy Tormentor, taking their tier 2, and then backing. Because this Aegis allows them to do literally all of that. This godlike Matt just runs at everybody. They can't do anything. He doesn't even have a BKB, and it doesn't even matter because they don't have anything that you need a BKB for.
Nope.
Slark, Naga both are right clickers, and the other 3 get countered by the OD and Nyx and the Undying. It's like
Yeah.
I really like this draft
Tough.
from Dire. Off how we're looking at this game.
They've actually found the Slark up at top. They're trying
That is
very
true.
hard to keep
He
him.
has no TP. He's gone.
Oh,
This
this could
is
be,
actually
like,
gonna land
really
it.
bad.
Beautiful.
Oh no, bro.
Yep, there's the
Oh,
force staff,
no.
and he's gone.
That really might be the G's. Like, just that's a horrible time to just randomly, casually lose auto. But the Dire are
Yeah.
not really doing anything further with this time.
I
Okay,
really
they
do
are
think-
looking at bot now.
Yeah, this is what I was gonna say. Dire just takes the Tormentor, takes the Wisdom Rune, takes her to the 2, and then Radiant has relatively nothing after this. This Aegis just, 2 minutes left on it. He's fine. He also got a shard.
Hoodwink sitting there
Maelstrom.
dropping meteors on T2.
Hold on, can we look at this for a sec? Maelstrom
Yeah.
on the Ursa.
Yes, yes.
Is this
Okay.
meta? Have I missed the patch update? Why is he going a Glepiner? He's buying a Glepiner. I don't know why, but he's going it.
It's a universal here, you know?
I guess he's
Yeah.
going it for Naga. It's just for Naga, it looks like. If Naga
Yeah.
uses Mirror Image or Monta, you just Glep and then hit with Battle Fury.
The Neeks
That's-
Assassin
yeah.
now has
Nope,
Shard,
Cranberry's
and
dead.
the Dire team has forgotten they have a Pit Lord again.
Cranberry is very, very gone. Since he's getting
Well.
these timings down, I'm very happy.
Guy like Matt is the first
Yeah,
word of his name
usually-
again.
If you have a sword this good, you can buy whatever you want, honestly.
Would be funny
I
if
think
Ludwig
the-
just
If he wants
sucked
to-
for winter.
If he wants a Gleipnir, he can buy a Gleipnir.
Yeah, that's fair. Also, I'm
We're gonna
honestly fine
find
with the Gleipnir.
Naga
I'm just
perhaps.
surprised.
No, they ain't. They're gonna walk away from where the Naga is. Alright. They have a minute 15 left on this Aether, so they can't engineer an uphill scenario they want. Holiday's gonna try and cut waves here, but he's gonna get caught and he's gonna have to take off.
Naga is in a lot of trouble here if he does not TP back. Naga needs to just TP right now. If OD gets there in time, will he?
He didn't even
OD
try!
walked away. No, OD didn't know, but like,
Yeah, I don't think so,
ah,
no.
he should have just cleared that corner. Okay, Matt's just gonna straight up book it up top. There's the Maledict,
And-
there's the ulti.
yeah.
He's fine,
All
he's
those
got
walls.
enrage. Oh, and there's the OD save, I like it.
Vanish. Very nice.
Yep, he's
And,
got enrage. He's fine. That's everything from Wish Doctor used. They've
Yep.
gotta take this opportunity to just push uphill right here.
And they just
Tombstone on the low ground. I don't know about that. That's
immediately reset the fight.
yeah, that Tombstone's not doing much. It's okay though. Matt's going in.
Yeah, Matt is going in strong. He's actually gonna just
He needs-
immediately
yep.
die.
Good, there was 10 seconds left on that. Naga's probably gonna ulti soon, if I had to guess.
More than likely.
Probably right here to save his. No, he's fine. Never mind.
Otto tries to go for Slizzy in the background. Doesn't actually get anything.
There's the Ravage. It's
Nice,
nice. Underlord might just die here.
Yep, Underlord is dead, but unfortunately Ursa was
Matt
enraged
is
through it again.
carving them into pieces.
If
And
Otto
there's
can.
Naga.
No, he can't.
Everybody is always
Otto
so
needs to know
surprised
what
by the Tidehunter Meteor Hammer. I swear. There's just been so many times where a guy just stands perfectly still for it and dies. They try to dive
This is-
the fountain to try and end things, so they only end with Reflesky getting killed. Cranberry Sprite buy back.
Slark has his Shroud here. They honestly will just kill Ursa. Ursa, I think, just dies here. He's got that
yeah.
Shroud, yeah.
Oh my god, no!
Well,
Not
no,
like
it
this!
He's,
Not
he's
like
dead
this.
anyways.
Well, he
He's
is
dead
going to
anyways, but
die.
That's not. That should not have happened.
He's
I
dead,
think
but why am I not
Tide.
happy?
I believe Tide, instead of hitting sorry to run, and then that allowed Ursa to be able to lifesteal just up enough. Let me check the death summary. Yeah, it looks like that is what happened. He was 1
PVC's back
HP.
in. He got disarmed for some reason.
PVC's
Oh no, he got silenced.
gonna be
Sorry.
hitting here. There's nothing they can do to PVC. They need the Slark. Or the Wish Doctor, and they don't have either.
Oh,
Nyx
Nick's
is
assassin got
going
tied
in.
up under T4s.
He's fine though, he's got that 4-staff from the OD.
Yep.
This OD's playing support, and I love it. It's working amazing. He's saved like 3 of his teammates now.
Yep, Cranberry laughs it up. Watching his racks fall.
So here's the thing. I think Radiant, in the end, does have better late game. Even though the Ursa is so, like, you know, Ursa is really strong against those two characters, I do think that they have better late game simply because of the amount of ratting they can do. This Naga,
Yeah, I
at some
mean,
point, can just break towers in half a second. It's like, it's
there
really
there
nice.
is that. The problem is that I don't know if it's going to be like realistically all that feasible for the for them to be able to like do that and get away with it. Again, the guy hasn't really hit the button much this game. They still do have the Underlord, and it is still looking like, you know, Ursa is eventually, there's going to come a day where Ursa is no longer going to be winning the 1v1 against Slark. Likely going to be a day where he's not winning the 1v1 against Naga either. But I don't think the day ever comes where he loses the 1v2, and that's the overlying thing.
So that's my point of Ursa's so far ahead. He's level 20, he has a Glep, he's pretty set right now. And until they can get a good enough fight to where this Naga gets like 2 more items, gets the heart and the Scotty, or this
I don't
Slark
know.
gets Silver Edge and Ags.
It's
then
really
until
hard to
then-
see a path for me seeing like the Radiant winning a fight. Like
Absolutely.
the
yeah.
Dire,
It's-
even if the Dire weren't like a million light years ahead, it feels like which is the same distance currently between you and Brock. Even if they weren't a billion light years ahead, they do have like a lot of these crucial issues going down. They have issues like, for example, the OD just being able to so consistently save. They have issues like the Pit Lord ult that really hurts a lot of what they bring to the table.
Yeah.
They have issues like the
Slark
Grease
is
that
about to
came
get
up
set
on the
up on.
Undying.
Yeah, they have a ward up on this twin gate, the
Yeah, he knows
Dire.
that.
Yeah, Slark is very dead. They have a sentry there too. He's going for that, and there's the stun. Slark will indeed
Yep.
just fall right there.
Once again,
Unfortunate.
and no buyback on him either. He is short on gold.
This
The-
Hoodwink, it's meteor hammering a tier 3. I'm all for it. Oh man.
This would be a better situation if the Hoodwink wasn't meteor hammering a T3 while his mid carry dies.
Yeah. Fair
Shit.
enough.
Shoutouts, by the way, to Defter Clock. I don't remember who you are, sorry. Or maybe it's Jester Lock. You've got a
There's a
different name.
cheese
I
on
might
this
remember.
rush. There's a cheese on this Roshan, and they're about to just immediately snag it from Radiant. I think OD can just solo it, but they're waiting for their Ursa to come in as well.
Yep, they want him to get the Aegis. I mean, what wouldn't
Yeah,
they?
fair point. He's gonna grab Aegis. I'm gonna guess OD grabs the cheese. They might want to give it to this Underlord too, so he can just straight up run in, get hit 4 times, and then all the way back up heal.
There's gonna be cheese on
They're
the
gonna give
OD.
it to OD. Yeah.
Run all the way back up heal.
This Naga is sending illusions out. Yeah, he's gonna back. He's just making sure. I think he knows where they're coming from.
PvC is gonna
And-
have a
yeah.
spat with Cranberry here. 2 survivors of the Pada team, perhaps the most snakebit team that there ever has been.
Looks like Underlord's going to be looking to just straight up run at them.
Yeah,
gonna be
no,
getting
look
set
at
up on-
straight up run
I
at
don't
them,
think he
but-
dies though. Oh, he will. Never mind. There's a
Yeah.
Wish Doctor ulti on him. No, he's not.
No.
Soul Rip. And Wish Doctor's gone. That's
Okay.
yeah, that's interesting.
Who's
Wish Doctor bought a meteor hammer. I just realized this. Wish Doctor has a meteor hammer.
nice?
I don't know how I feel about that. They have 3 meteor hammers on Radiant right now.
Yeah.
Buy a Meteor Hammer Naga and Meteor Hammer Sork. Let's go. Five person Meteor Hammer. That's how you
Well,
win this game.
Tidehunter gets hit by the meteor hammer and then immediately
And
Kraken
immediately
Chill knocks
purchase
off.
it. Yeah, just
Matt
and
and
he
Otto
also-
at it again. Except Otto, there's no detection for Otto here, and he even knows it, so he's just gonna get away scot-free.
So they have a
Otto's
Heaven
just-
Silver on the Tide, and I want to point that out.
Yeah, they do.
Otto-
He's had that for several fights, and he has not yet been able to actually do anything with it, really.
Otto's looking for this. He's really just trying to salvage together this Silver Edge, and I think he might get it off this wave here. He needs that. They need that item really badly on this Slark so far, just to be able to take a fight even.
Yeah, feels like it.
Naga has the heart. Oh, okay. Naga does indeed have the heart. Now a Scotty would be absolutely incredible for Naga here. Pull together this.
Matt is just gonna
Satanic.
stand right up here.
Yeah. Matt's also got the Satanic going for him. He has so much survivability right now. I
2
don't think he
meteor
cares about
hammers
anything
fall
they
on
can throw
Matt's
at him.
head, and he doesn't even flinch. This tombstone is not good, unfortunately. This is
Yeah.
not the tombstone you want.
I gotta tell Poho after this game to put them high soon. Hoodoo gets jumped.
Yeah, they finally did get the. Oh, they've actually just gotten a lot of damage to the Ursa here.
I think
See
Matt's
the Flora
fine.
coming out.
Yeah, he's also gonna use Enrage, which I don't like too much.
He's gonna use Enrage and then immediately get sent to jail for that.
Yeah. Oh, Big Ravage does not matter
my
though, 'cause
God,
instantly
Otto!
bursted. And now Matt's just gonna clean up. Yeah, this is call it right here. If there's no buybacks, your Naga's even gonna die too.
Too easy.
Matt's throwing in some BM. Holy.
Oh, come
He's
down,
gonna
Matt.
catch the Naga siren. No,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
not. Okay, well,
Didn't even lose Aegis. Oh, what can you do?
OD pickers. I really don't
Very
think it was
nice.
the OD that won them this game. I really do think it was just the Matt. It was the Ursa.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
Slizzy sends to the heart.
Props to Slizzy though. Learned the meteor hammer timing. I'm
Yeah, that's
absolutely
true.
down for that. Props to him.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Didn't have the crown holiday. That is true. This man has no crown. Not that head lies unadorned.
Radiant's top tower.
Mega creeps. Look who's dropping that meteor hammer. Okay, somebody on Dire is the answer. I assume it's going to be the
You like that?
Tide on
Very,
that
very
casual-
messy fight.
You like
Auto-
that casual 4-man Maledicts right there?
Yeah.
They do actually manage to kill some Dire people. I think Otto should just man up with his Naga Siren to kill this OD right now, but he runs away, unfortunately.
And then the Naga Siren becomes Naga Diren.
Yeah, Naga's got no buyback. Cranberry's getting chased. One halberd, and he's fine. Matt still has his Aegis. He doesn't even care if he dies here, and he's gonna kill both of them with a
Yeah!
Battle Fury cleave.
Nice!
So OD cleans up the auto. OD's gonna clean up the
Oh,
Hoodwink.
why not
And
GG?
this is game. GG.
There we go.
called. Very, very fun.
My god. Yeah,
First
fucking-
with the
they
left
got
hand.
clobbered by this matter, so Jesus.
We're
I really, yeah.
This, I just like to point out that week 1, this PVC pipe team had an incident where Matt got Aegis. They did nothing until it expired, and then he immediately died afterwards, 1v5. And like, now we're seeing games like this. I said this, recording their games last week, and I'm going to reiterate it, I'm going to stand by it. This PVC pipe team, seriously, it's been showing like ridiculous week-over-week improvement. Which is sort of unusual for this season. It's crazy to see how much things have changed. Though, I think it might also be crazy to see how much things change next time. For those of you on YouTube, anyway.